Hello, I'm Joe Fay. I'd like to take a few minutes to show you in more detail than usual this amazing incunable, which is lot 36104 in our April 7th auction in New York, our first rare book auction in New York City. The book we have here is Postilla super epistolas et evangelia by Guillermus Parisiensis. It was printed in Vienne by Eberhard sometime after 1480, which is all we really know regarding the print date. It is in the folio format, measuring approximately 12 by 8 1/4 inches. It has been recently bound in antique-style dark brown calf, retaining the original front paste down and free-end paper. The front cover is elaborately paneled in blind within an inner gilt and outer blind single-row border. The back cover is decoratively bordered in blind. The spine is rolled in blind and decoratively tooled and lettered in gilt with 5 raised bands. The end papers are marbled, and the top edge is stained black. The text is printed on 179 leaves, lacking only the initial blank. Pencil foliation in Arabic numerals can be seen at the lower right corner of the first leaf of each gathering, except the first gathering. Some leaves in the 6th and 7th gatherings are misbound. The text is printed in 40 lines, employing 3 to 6 line capital spaces with guide letters. The opening 6-line text initial is supplied in red, with capital strokes in yellow and contemporary manuscript catchwords. There are a few small wormholes, some mostly marginal damp staining throughout, heavier in a few places, and a 19th century ink inscription on the front flyleaf. Otherwise, it is a truly beautiful copy of an extremely rare edition, printed at the second press to be established at Vienne in the west central region of France. Frederick Goff, in the 1959 edition of the Gutenberg Jahrbuch, wrote the following regarding the Postilla, quote, "More than 100 editions of the Postilla super epistolas et evangelia by Guillermus Parisiensis were printed during the 15th century. Surely this esteemed compilation must be regarded as one of the earliest bestsellers, for how else can one explain why the text was not only frequently reprinted, but was reissued time and time again by the same printer? Only a few facts seem to be known about Frater Guillermus. The introduction to the Postilla, his only published work, tells us that he was a Dominican and a professor of sacred theology at Paris. This compilation of the Postilla was written down in 1437 expressly for members of the clergy and for those desirous of understanding the excerpts from the epistles and the evangelists, more commonly called lessons, which are read at appropriate services throughout the church year. It obviously filled a most pressing need." Unquote. 13 editions are given to Fromhold. Of the present edition, only 4 copies are known, with no copy in America. The present copy came from the Southwark Diocesan Archives in London and is noted as sold in the British Library's ISTC. We encourage you to visit us at the auction in New York at the Fletcher Sinclair Mansion, where you will be able to view this book in person before the auction. If you need assistance with any aspect of the process, please feel free to contact me at your convenience. I look forward to seeing you or hearing from you before the auction on April 7th, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you.